social media, but today's show is a little bit different because we are also live on television with you. Now, joining me for the entire hour of the show, we're going to be talking about proprietary products of the Social Grace line, which we'll talk about. I'll tell you more about in a moment. But joining me is Jamie Allen. And she is an industry expert. She has been in retail working with brands and products that you probably know and love for over 17 years. So she's our product expert today to talk about the Social Grace proprietary line. Now, if you're not familiar with Social Grace Co., I want you to think of three phrases. Think global, shop local, and give back. So one of the themes that you'll hear as we talk through all of the products. And in today's show, we have fragrances, we have the creme de la creme when it comes to silk. We have a lot of self-care kind of relaxation products. But one of the themes that you'll continue to hear over and over and over again is how they're really focused on products that are made in the United States or assembled and designed in the United States, ingredients that are as clean as possible. The packaging, really, we pay close attention to that in terms of sustainability and having it be eco-friendly. And the ingredients are also very natural. So we'll go through this. I also want you to know, if you haven't shopped with us before, very easy, socialgraceco.com, whatever payment method you prefer, you can go ahead and do that. But we're going to start with some home fragrances. And we're going to start with a little luxury, which is a reed diffuser. That's this one right here. And Jamie has one in front of her as well. So just so you know, this is 100 milliliters. The reed diffuser here, this gorgeous box that you see just below it, that does come with it. So I want you to think about some gifts. We're going to tell you of the scent options as well. And it's $39. Now, in terms of scents, and we will walk you through all of this, but we have Park and Paradis, as well as Lexington and Verve. But there is a really special story behind these scents. So I'll have Jamie walk us through that, because when I, first walked into the studio today, and immediately you're just overcome with these luxurious fragrances, but it's not overpowering. It's welcoming.
It really is. They're fresh and inviting. The scents that we have them separated. I have the Lexington and Verve on my side, and you have the Park and Paradis. So we can get into both of them, and I'll tell you exactly what's in them. Do you want to start with this one here?
Sure.
Okay.
Yeah.
So the Lexington and Verve, the reed diffuser I have on my side too. I won't yank it out of your shot. This is going to surround your senses. It's zesty. It's filled with citrus like fresh lemon and lemongrass, and the bergamot. That's really going to elevate your mood, right? It's a sunny citrus trio, and it's got the bottom notes with the floral bouquet. You've got magnolia, jasmine, and lily, some of your favorite flowers, right?
I'm a big fan of magnolia. And I'm not somebody who is too deep into the florals. That combination is really perfect. Like sometimes when we think of fragrances, we might think of something that's overpowering, but when it's done well, it's not. And I think this is a really good example of
They've done a really fine job with it. This is going to last you 3 to 4 months. Oh, wow. So the reed diffuser, sorry, getting away from the scent and into the actual item, I apologize because I've kind of covered that. So the stimulating scents of the reed diffuser, sorry guys, I'm going to take it right out of your shot. I'm going to put it here in the center. I apologize. So the reeds that come with it, we're going to give you 6. And everything about this is a science. These are a new, practical, and popular way to stay away from the heat and the flames and still surround your space with a wonderful scent. Now, I would say more small spaces, of course, because it's going to pack a little power, but things like your bathroom, things like maybe your closet.
Ooh. That's luxurious.
I can think of a million places. The baby's nursery, it's safer for the breathing, right? You don't have the smoke like a candle would. You don't have the soot that's going into the air. It really packs a punch. It's eco-friendly. That's really important. Like you said about our motto as a company, things like that really, really matter. It's uninterrupted fragrance while you're using the sticks.
Right.
And if you feel like it is interrupted at some point, you're going to take the sticks and you're going to flip them over and put the dry side in, and you're just going to get a refresh.
And that just freshens it up again.
It's going to get, they tend to get the dust and they clog up. The liquid will hold the dust and clog. So this is just flipping them really gives it a nice refresh.
Now, tell me about the Park and Paradis scent. So we talked about the Lexington and Verve, which, by the way, I hope it didn't pass you that, these are streets in New York City, right? We're located here very close to Lexington and Park Avenue. So it kind of fits really well.
And the scents are actually inspired by the top hotels here, which is why you said that luxury feel. You just feel that it's a nicer scent, you know, when you smell it.
Yes.
So the Park and Paradise that you have over there, it's an uplifting citrus as well. It's got the orange and the grapefruit in yours. And then it's got the crisp fruitiness with the jasmine, the rose, and the cedarwood booked into there. And then it comes down with the white musk to end it all out and just really give it a more sensual, you know, feel.
You know, one of the things that I think of at this time of year as well, where things are opening up again, right? We're being invited to people's homes. We're traveling again. Maybe you want to bring a nice hostess gift with you, or people are having birthdays again, weddings again.
It's a perfect gift.
Perfect gift. And it really is luxurious. You know, it's funny that you mentioned the hotels, because I actually worked in luxury hotels for a good bit of time. I did sales there. Yes. And so when I know that there's a whole science behind the fragrance of hotels in terms of helping you feel welcomed, and you can bring that same kind of technology into your own home, whether you're inviting guests in or whether, you know, it's just for yourself, because we also deserve a little treat.
Absolutely. Absolutely deserve a treat. What you can do is use these for about 4 months, flip your reeds, keep just recycling the reed and the, you know, the size of the reed matters. They are many different woods are used in diffusers. I did a little bit of Googling to date. I don't have a lot of scientific terms, but I did read the diameter of the reed really makes a difference.
Interesting.
And making sure that they don't get clogged up.
You know what? That's a good point, because actually just looking at the reed here, you'll notice this when you get it home. It's not like a solid stick. There's actual aeration here, which really allows for that fragrance to pull through and then fill the room. Now, I do want to remind you, there are two choices. You have the Lexington and Verve, and you also have the Park and Paradise. They are both 100 millimeters. They come in that gorgeous box. They are also both available for $39. Now, the easiest way to shop is to just go to our website, socialgraceco.com. You have the product name there, right there on your screen. But if you just go to the website and type in diffuser, you'll see both options pop up. We have Amazon Pay, we have PayPal, we have the credit cards of your choice. So really, really easy. And I should mention actually that we have a very flexible and forgiving return policy. So we pretty much just take things back forever. So if this is your first time shopping with socialgraceco.com, which it may be because this is our first time on television, feel free to take that first step and buy, you know, one of the proprietary products that we're going to talk about today. And one of the benefits of having that proprietary line is really that you are getting, you know, straight from the manufacturer to your door, straight from the designers, the creators, to your door, without having like all these middlemen, which ends up driving the price.
It really does. You know, another thing I was thinking, if you're sensitive, I'm a little sensitive, I have allergies. Sometimes the fragrances really get to me. Why not just start with one reed? And if you don't feel like you're getting enough, then you add more. You're going to get more longevity out of it that way. And maybe your space is just too small to have them all at the same time. And maybe put it in front of a fan. They say use a high traffic foot area so that as you breeze by, you get the scent going more. Put it in front of a fan. Just really fill up your room.
I really like that actually, because, you know, what's really nice about these is because it's flameless, it's one of those things that you can just have going 24/7. I love the look of a candle and obviously the fragrance that goes along with that. But the nice thing about the diffuser is that it's there 24/7.
Right.
So you leave for work, you know, it comes back with that welcoming scent when you come into your office. Or if you have it, you know, a lot of us are working from home now, you have that set up at home, you're good to go.
And look how cute that is. I mean, it's just a beautiful jar. The presentation's awesome.
It really is. It's sculptural too when you see the reeds like in the jar, and you know, it's almost like having a floral arrangement in the corner of your room, or the on your bathroom vanity or whatever it might be. It really does bring some attention to itself. But the main thing here is obviously the fragrances. Now, just as a quick reminder, and these are going to be fragrances that you'll hear again and again through some of these pieces. So if you have a favorite, what's really nice is that you'll be able through the show to be able to match it to the candle, to match it to a room spray if that's something that you're looking for. So you're going to really have some nice options on, you know, really curating your fragrances at home and making it feel like a luxury hotel. But so a quick reminder on the Park and Paradise with what can I explain there? I remember you mentioned the musk, which is one of my
the Park and
favorites.
Paradise. I'm going to grab my notes so I don't mess them up for you.
Sorry.
Yes, let's go through. We're going to start with the uplifting citrus blend of the orange and the grapefruit. And then we'll move to a middle note of the surprise moment of your red currant. And then we can add some subtle nuances of the jasmine, rose, and cedarwood. And then the crisp, fruity aroma ends with the white, musky base. So can we talk about inviting? Can we talk about cheerful and uplifting? I mean, scents really create a mood, right? A story. Absolutely. They take you back to certain places or times that make you think of things, right?
Absolutely. Absolutely. And I think, you know, this past year, we've put a lot of focus on our home and making our home our oasis.
We live there like way more than ever before.
All the time.
Like we really live there now.
Exactly. And I mean, I hate to say it, but one of the things that always gets overlooked, two things actually, lighting and fragrance. Those are the two components that always get overlooked, but are critical in setting the mood. And I would know that from that hotel experience. So, okay, so the Park and Paradis is that musky, orange, citrusy scent. And now the Lexington and Verve?
Yeah, we're going to move from your sensual to my cheerful and fruity and orange. It's got way more fruit. So we get 3 citruses, the fresh lemon, the lemongrass, and then the bergamot. That is all the citrus topping on top of some beautiful floral scents. The magnolia, the lily, the jasmine. It's such a nice thing. And again, ends in the white musk to just kind of bring it down a little bit. And everything layers. You smell them all as they come out. They call it the accord of your scent. All of the specially chosen ingredients in which go into each thing is called the accord, and they just build your scent and make your room smell ever so lovely.
Your room, your workspace, whatever it might be. And as I mentioned, we have a collection of items in these scents. Now, the one thing you should know as we move on to our next one, which is going to be the room spray just down here in front. This room spray that I'm going to show you now is incredibly limited, and actually our candles are as well, which are coming up, so feel free to shop ahead because they are in the same sense, the Park and Paradis, the Lexington and Verve, and they're all easy to find, you know, online. If you type in candle, if you type in diffuser, if you type in room spray, you're going to see these things pop up. But what's really nice about the room spray is, again, it's that finishing touch of that fragrance story, your linens, your sofa, you have guests coming over, you have pets. I run an animal rescue practically out of my house. I have dogs and cats coming in all the time. And while I love them, sometimes they are not bathed when they're coming from these rescues and these shelters. And so a room spray is really a nice way to kind of freshen things up, even for my own sanity. Now with this one, we do have those 2 choices. Again, the Park and Paradis, which you described as being like the more sensual, citrusy one. And then we have the Lexington and Verve, which is that bright and happy one. And again, you can gift these as well because they're just really, really nice. And it is a proprietary blend here to Social Grace Co. So if it's a scent that you really like, this is the one place where you can get it. So talk to me about, you know, a room spray, why it's important to have one.
Well, first of all, don't just pick one scent. You can have them all.
That's a good point.
You can start your day with one and end your day with the other. So don't feel so limited. You can have them all. Now, the room spray here that we're holding is, first of all, the glass bottle, going back to being good for the environment. Sorry, guys, let me work this out for you. Going back, the glass is way better for the environment. It's endlessly recyclable.
Yeah, you could reuse it.
Right. And one little thing I think you can see, the nozzle, the pump here goes all the way. Here we go. Oh, we go.
So you get
all the way to the bottom. So you can get every last drop of this. And like you mentioned to me earlier, these bottles are always reusable. So, I mean, who doesn't love a nice package? I'm a sucker for good packaging, aren't you?
Oh, yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
And I mean, I like the fact that they're glass because it's one of those things that, you know, we were talking about gifting. When you gift something that comes in beautiful packaging like this, it has like a little weight, a little heft to it. And so the person receiving it really feels like they're getting a little luxury, which is really what the show is all about. And we're starting with fragrances, but we do have silks coming up. You might see some of the, you know, the teasers of the things coming up just behind me. So that's something to keep in mind. I'm going to spray a little Park and Paradis.
Yes. Now, you know what they say, 12 inch. Well, somebody told me this once. I don't know if it's good, but it still feels fancy. So try the 12 inches away and then every 8 inches or so, it just feels fancy.
Now, where do you like to use a room spray, like in your home?
My favorite spot is actually on my pillows when I go to sleep. It just really creates like this, the spa-like thing. I can't sleep without my eye mask, which I know we'll talk about earlier, but I really create a whole mood when I'm going to bed. I have to have the lights out. I have to have a nice smell. Again, the pets, they can take over a whole house. So just a refreshing spritz of a little something that just takes you back to a nice moment. And the sensory cues. I smell this every night. My body knows, okay, she's winding down. She's going to bed. This is the smell. You know, if you wake up and you smell orange juice, you're going, right? You're up and lifting for the day. So it's just the senses take you to certain places and times that you need to be.
Absolutely. You know, when you think of when you go to a spa, when you go to get your nails done or your pedicure done, oftentimes they ask you like what kind of fragrance you want. In the massages, they'll sometimes ask you what kind of fragrances you want. And that's because they're trying to set the mood, right? And that's part of the whole experience. And like I said earlier, fragrance is really one of those things that we tend to overlook in our own homes. But when you have something like we're offering you today, where you can pick up, diffusers, candles, room sprays that are all coordinated, think about gifts as well. But of course, think about gifts to yourself, because everything in the show is really affordable. The diffuser, as I mentioned earlier, is $39. This room spray is 120 milliliters for just $19. So, but the one thing I just want to remind you of is that it is incredibly limited. Like, I don't even know if it'll last a show. Probably not.
They ran out here before the show telling us, get to this fast, get this going. So you're absolutely right.
Yeah. And as a reminder, you have the Park and Paradis, and you also have the Lexington and Verb in the room spray.
Absolutely. Again, just complete your whole scent. If you're cleaning your house, you're vacuuming, you're doing all the extra, you're dusting, add the scent at the end. Just give it that extra. I just clean my whole house and I can sit on my couch now and enjoy it.
I agree. And I think if you have guests coming over, if you have the in-laws coming over, you got to impress them.
Yeah, you're trying your hardest anyway, right?
Or you have, your son or your grandson bringing over the girlfriends or the boyfriend or whatever it might be. And
the girlfriend should be bringing you this if she's coming to the house,
that's
right?
True, but you may also be like, I need him to move out of the house, please, Mary.
Teach him how to take care of it.
You got to make everything perfect, right? Prim and proper. I've been watching a show on Netflix, Downton Abbey, and so I'm really into the full chateau experience now. Yeah, absolutely. Okay, so we had the Reed diffuser, we had the room spray. I want to move on to our candle in the same fragrances again, the Park and Paradis, the Lexington and Verve. So you have the same scent story that we've been talking about throughout the show. Feel free to mix and match, because we actually have both candles burning right now, just feet apart, and they don't compete with each other. They actually complement each other pretty well. So
it smells
feel
really
free
good
to mix and match, because I think they do work really nicely together. Now, these are $29 the candle. I do want you to know that this is really a luxurious candle. And when you think of other candles at this quality, you see prices that are at least double.
For a good quality candle like
Exactly.
this, absolutely. And going into the candle, everything that you put into candles are everywhere, but there's really a science to making a good one. And that is all the way down to the vessel, which you see here is in a glass vessel. And then the wax that they put into it, the wick that goes into it, then all of the fragrance. And we've been talking about the fragrance and how they layer everything that goes into it. And it really comes down to the wax being poured at the right temperature.
Really?
I'm going to turn this for you guys. And you can see this has been poured edge to edge, and there are no ripples in the glass. A lot of times you'll see separation between the glass and the wax. Again, that's probably not the highest quality candle you've seen. So one of the better things is the temperature you pour and getting edge to edge perfection there.
I never thought about that, but now that you mention it, now it makes sense why a lot of the inexpensive, first of all, this is really inexpensive, $29, but you go to these discount stores, and maybe that's why they're in tin, because they don't want you to know that they haven't done the best job.
The perfect gift. You've got the box again that you can see here. Like, I don't even think I'd wrap it. Maybe just a bow, a bow and go. Now you're going to, for the price you just said, 85 hours of burn time. That's a lot. And then they also recommend 4 hours at a time. And what you want to do, by the way, the first time that you light your candle, you want to make sure that it burns all the way to the edges. All the way to the edges means that you're not going to have what they call a tunneling effect. Your wax has memory. So if you burn it for the first time for, say, 10 minutes, and you only get a small ring around the wick of melted wax, that's going to create a tunnel. And the next time that you light your candle, it's going to recognize that that's as far as it went. And then it's just not going to. So tip, get the best out of your candle 4 hours at a time, get your full 85 hours.
Okay.
And enjoy the scent the whole entire time.
So that helps to, help you preserve the quality and effectiveness of your candle if you don't burn it and then blow it out right away. The other thing that we should mention too is that these do come with the cap. So you don't even have to blow your candle out. You just cover it and it'll suffocate the oxygen. So then you won't have to.
Yeah, you're not going to blow the wax onto your pillows on the couch or your kid's face.
Right, exactly. Which is really nice. Now, quickly remind me about the fragrances, because I know we've been repeating this story a little bit because we had it in the diffuser, we had it in the room spray, we're now talking about it in the candle, but I just want to make sure that I, am making the right choice here. So between the Park and Paradise, which, by the way, as a reminder, if you're joining us a little bit later, these are all inspired by New York City luxury hotels and named after streets in New York City because we're here in New York City and we're right off of Lexington. And then we have Lexington and Verve as well. So Park and Paradise, Lexington and Verve.
Yep. You've got the orange over here. You've got the sensual. I have the zesty. I have the vibrant. And like you said, they go very, very well together. Do you want the floral notes? Do you want the fruit notes? You know, I don't think that there's a bad answer here. Both of them smell very nice. All of the layers of the candles that make everything smell great in your home.
I agree. And, you know, whenever I think of lighting a candle, it really does. And I know we keep saying, you know, about the luxurious experience, but it really does remind me of that. And when I think of a quality candle, because when you get it home and you have a candle that is a high quality kind of luxurious product, you immediately know the difference. And you end up like not even wanting to fully burn it because you want to preserve every last scent. But this does have 85 hours of burn time, so you can really get the full use. And because it's glass, by the way, just as a reminder, I mean, feel free to recycle it. It's obviously eco-friendly that way, but you can reuse them at home for a variety of things. You can use it for decor, you can use it to put your makeup, whatever it is.
That's what I do. Every time I put my makeup brushes
they're fantastic. But again, that's only something that you get with a quality candle like this one. It's 11 ounces and it is $29. Now, I want to move on to some of our silks for just a moment. But as a reminder, with the show, we have the Reed diffuser, $39. I'm not sure how many we have left of the room spray because we were very, very limited to begin with. This is only $19. And then we have the candle, which is $29. They are all, you can match the scents. They all have these beautiful boxes that you see in front of them. It's the Park and Paradise or the Lexington and Verve. Those are your choices, but feel free to pick up more than one. Now, if you're traveling, I was actually just interviewed yesterday for an article about travel, talking exactly about travel because the tickets are, you know, people are purchasing tickets again. We're going to see our friends, our family. We're anxious to travel. The meetings have opened up. And so we have something for you that can be used for travel, not exclusively travel, but this is a neck pillow. What's really nice about this is it's hypoallergenic. It's also $40. This encasing that you see here is 100% mulberry silk, which we'll talk about. There's also 4 colors to choose from. The one that you're seeing here on your screen is called Classic Silver. We also have a light pink, which is called Lush Blush. We have a black, Midnight Black, and we have a darker gray option, which is called Luxe Graphite. But before we go through the tour and everything, you know, one of the things that really stuck out about this one, and there are some nice design features that you definitely want to, you know, stick around to watch. But one of the things that stuck out about this was the silk, because usually, you know, you see the $30, $40 pillows and it's like cheap.
Yeah,
like
they don't quite do the job.
Yeah. So what is the silk story?
The silk is 100% mulberry silk. And the special part about this is that, silly as it sounds, the silkworms that are fed only mulberry leaves make this very fine silk. And it's actually very hard to find, but we got our hands on it for this whole line of silk, starting with the pillow. We have this stuffed also with Cloud 9 memory foam. Ooh. So it really feels just like a cloud.
I've seen some of that technology in mattresses, actually.
Yeah.
So now you're getting that same technology that you might see in a mattress right in a pillow that'll conform. Look at the shape of this. You know, take a notice of how it curves, how it really has a flow to it, even from the side. Now, why is that?
Well, it's to help with the ergonomically correctness of it. And I mean, I must say that looks like a really sexy pillow right now.
Well, the silk helps.
It's just real. It's catching my eye. But I'm sorry. I want to go back because as I'm thinking about putting this around my head right now because it looks so amazing, I'm going back and thinking about this silk and how it's hypoallergenic and how it's so good for your hair. You see, it's just going to wrap around. I don't have to do anything with my hair. And I'm sorry, I'm going to turn around for you again. I've got this point parted down here and you can see your head just cradles right back into here. It's so good for your head and you can, I'm going to close it here so we can just.
Also, it could just stay.
Yeah, because normally you go on the plane and you're falling on the
or the recliner.
Yeah, so now you can just sit back, you can relax. I've got it nice and tight here. and my head's just perfectly cradled right in here. My hair is protected. The material is also very breathable. So it's a temperature regulator, if you will. So while you're hot, you're going to stay cool, and vice versa. It'll do, and that's a natural effect in silk that just does that naturally. So if you had a pillowcase or any of the other items that we're going to be talking about, keep that in mind.
Now, what I want to remind you of is that, it is hypoallergenic. It is 100% mulberry silk, which when we talk about silks, it's the top of the top of the top of the line when we're talking about silks. And it is because, the silkworms are eating the mulberry leaves. It's like a special
They're eating good
Yeah.
and feeling good.
It's a special little story. And what happens for you is that you end up getting a really nice, soft, breathable fabric. You should know as well, in terms of this neck pillow, which by the way is $40, you do have a hidden zipper. It's hidden for functionality. That means it's not going to be, getting caught in your hair or your fabrics or anything like that. It is hidden, but you can take this off, of course, to wash it by hand because you do have that 100% silk. And then we have some extra little features here. Take a look at this. There's a little hook. Now, why would we have a hook on the pillow? Of course, if you're traveling, if you're taking it to work, you're using this as lumbar support, arm support, whatever it might be. You can hook this onto your tote bag. We have a clip for you to hook it onto clips, or hang on, let me show you how this pillow here can actually roll up. So you can, just stick it in your bag, but you can also kind of roll it like this, like a little cinnamon roll.
Right.
That's what it reminds me of.
Stuff it right back
and you can stuff it in your bag.
In the portable bag, because obviously they are lightweight, portable, super soft, and easy to take with you.
So you can just kind of do that, and you can obviously tighten it, but I'm going to take it apart now because I still want to use it. And you'll notice that when you do take it apart, it conforms right back to that. That's why you want that memory foam, because of that recovery.
Right. I've clipped mine right on my bag here. I'm actually traveling. I have a 6 a.m. flight tomorrow. So I will be keeping mine right here it is a little early, but I'm going to keep that right there because I will be going right back to sleep on the plane, and I'm just going to take it right off. You saw the clip. And if that clip doesn't work on your bag, guys, don't worry. You've got this other end that does still clasp together, multifunctional, either to close it and or I could have hooked that right here around my loop. Like I said, I'm going to jump on that plane. I'm going to pop this. I don't necessarily have to put this on my neck. Pardon me while I put this down. Well, you can clip it together and just lean right on the windowsill. What if you've got a baby sleeping in the back of your car? Maybe your kid wants to take a nap. You don't just have to take this, like you said, lumbar support.
The recliner, whatever it might be. I mean, you can use it as arm support as well. Now, as a reminder, this is $40. We do have several 100% mulberry silk items in the show. We're starting with this one, but we have a lot more to get to, and we started with fragrances. So if you tuned in a little bit later, don't worry. If you go to socialgraceco.com, very easy to shop. Type in neck pillow, and this will come up with the product price and everything, $40. And as I mentioned, it's very, very easy to shop as well. Multiple credit cards, Apple Pay, Amazon Pay. And if you don't like it, shop with confidence because you can always return it. We have an incredibly flexible, even past 30 days, incredibly flexible return policy. Now, I want to talk, while we're on that topic of the silks, I want to talk about some eye masks for a moment. And we have multiple colors of these, actually. I am holding the, I'm holding the royal blue, aren't I?
Yeah, I believe that one's the royal blue.
Oh, yeah. Okay, but we also have Luxe Graphite. We have Lush Blush, Midnight Black, Champagne, or Sparkle Champagne. We have Pearl White and Classic Silver. So one of the things that I want to talk about with this is the benefits of silk on our skin. We kind of briefly mentioned it with the neck pillow, but when we're talking about an eye mask, it's even more important. This is $25, by the way, and you do have that elastic. It's nice and plushy. But talk to me about why a silk eye mask versus, polyester.
Goodness, let's start with the hypoallergenic. So many reasons. Hypoallergenic. And, the skin around your eye is really the most sensitive. So the silk is really going to be the best for it. It's breathable. The other materials can make you sweat. Some of the, because you said you have the elastic band here. Yep. I've had other masks that just suck onto my face and I end up with actual lines that are really damaging the skin around my eyes rather than help me. So this is a perfect combination of thickness to block the light and of the softness to protect your skin. It's going to help because of the material, like we've been talking about the benefits of silk. Yeah. Less wrinkles. It retains your skin's moisture. It's hyaluronic infused.
Oh, yes.
That's a tough word. I had to, sorry.
Yes, so hyaluronic acid is something that you hear a lot about in skincare products, right? In beauty serums and moisturizers, things like that. What's really unique about some of the and we have some coming up for hair products as well, but with the eye mask is that it's infused into the eye mask. And so that's helpful. For example, this elastic part here, it's not in the actual inner elastic, but the fabric around it. This is something that's on your hair, right? If you have dry and damaged hair, having something that retains moisture like hyaluronic acid infused into your eye mask, which already has these moisture retaining properties because of that 100% silk, is really something that's beneficial to you. Probably not something you even realize you needed.
Right.
And then once you hear about it, you're like, well, my goodness, why didn't I know this earlier?
Absolutely. And the silk's going to help you retain your shine. It's going to help stop breakage. Like I've mentioned, this is something that I've actually used for quite a while in life, and I didn't have my hands on the silk one just yet. So I've gone through many versions. Yeah. I've had some that have a Velcro on the background. My hair will just rip out and clumps. You think you're getting good sleep until the rude awakening of trying to get it off. You're pulling out all your hair. So I really enjoy the silk on there. You know, you get your beauty sleep while you're at home. While you're on TV. You could take it to the hotel with you. You cannot control what they have as curtains. If you're at your Aunt Lily's house, she may not even have curtains. You don't know. And if you really need the blackout, when you black out like that, what they call REM sleep, the very deep sleep that you can get into, you're going to get there faster. You're going to stay there longer, and you're going to wake up more refreshed just simply by having something so small and helpful.
And, you know, when you mentioned that blackout lighting, I'm like taken back to, you know, working overnights and sleeping during the day. Think about the new moms that you might, you know, have in your life. They are maybe not sleeping through the night, right? And they might be taking some naps in the middle of the day with that sun shining right through the windows. And like you said, you don't get good sleep with, you know, bright sunlight on your face. And so something like an eye mask, yes, of course, for travel, I know we talk about that a lot. And we obviously have the neck pillow that, you know, you can make a little set with this if you'd like. But think about, you know, other people who just, like me, who used to work overnights, like the moms, like the teachers, who, you know, the nurses even.
The light sensory is real. The light, when the sun comes up, it says, body, wake up. It's time to get going. So like you said, all of that, not everybody is a 9 to 5 kind of job. And even if you are, you still want to get good sleep.
Absolutely.
Now, these come in a beautiful box. Again, we've been talking about how we are really taking care of every last detail with the packaging. You can give these, like you said, to your mom friends, your teacher friends, yourself, anybody that you think would really enjoy a good night's sleep. And I don't know who wouldn't.
Absolutely.
Name one.
The school year is coming to a close. It's coming to an open. You know, it actually does make a cute little teacher gift. They're only $25. By the way, in terms of sizing, it is 21 centimeters across by 9 centimeters deep. That's what I have here in the description. It is assembled in America, in the United States. And, you know, one thing that you should know, again, as a reminder, is that this is natural fiber. It's that 100% pure mulberry silk. So that's something that's breathable. It helps retain the moisture, not just helps you get better sleep, but when you are getting better sleep, it's not tugging at that delicate skin that's around your eyes, you know, creating those wrinkles and the crevices and the fine lines. Like, this is something that'll help you protect. It'll be a little addition to your already probably elaborate beauty routine, which by the way, we do have a beauty hour coming up next after this one. So if that's something you're interested in, definitely stick around. As a reminder, the eye mask, let me just walk you through the colors. We have Luxe Graphite. We have Lush Blush, so that's a light pink. We have Midnight Black, right? If you're thinking about a gift, go to socialgrace.co, type in eye mask, and socialgraceco.com, type in eye mask. The black is perfect. It doesn't matter what your favorite colors are. Everybody likes black. The champagne sparkle is another nice neutral. And then we also have pearl white and classic silver. And these are something that you can hand wash and lay flat to dry.
That champagne is really sharp. I just caught my eye back there in that shot they took. That was really nice.
Yeah.
I'm sorry. I had one more thought in my head, and now I don't even remember what I was going to say. I apologize.
That's okay. We probably need a little nap
time.
I
was going to say, I'm so sorry. We've been talking about the silk being hand washable. I'm guilty. I don't take off my eye makeup all the time. So it's quite often that I do get a little mascara or eyeshadow in here. It's no big deal. Just wash it, throw it in your sink, wash it with your hands, lay it flat to dry, and be ready for the next night.
Perfect. And that's actually really good for the airports too. If you are traveling with it, you know, airplanes, whatever, overnight trains, whatever it might be, you want to be able to wash it, especially after a year like 2020.
I love that item. It was my favorite.
Speaking of which, so we have a hand sanitizer set coming up next. And this is what we're going to talk about. It's actually a 4-pack. So what you're getting, you're going to receive 2. There you are on your screen. You're going to receive 2 of the 2-ounce bottle. This will allow you to have 200 spritzes per bottle. So you're going to have 400 spritzes just in the little ones. And then you're getting 2 8-ounce bottles. Each 8-ounce bottle is 800 spritzes. So 4-pack of this hand sanitizer. It's a spray hand sanitizer, which I am personally obsessed with. I prefer that to, the gel pumps, which we'll talk about in a moment. But you're getting 4 pieces altogether for $16. Also really important if you're concerned about moisture with hand sanitizer, this one is alcohol free. We're going to give you the secret ingredient that we use so that it is still 99.9% effective at killing all those nasty little germs and bacteria. But we're getting it in, first of all, much more beautiful product, really affordable, 4 pieces for just $16, and one that actually cares about our skin.
Right. And look, the beautiful glass jars again, ever so good for the environment. You get 4. I've got 2 here. She's got 2 on her side. We're sharing like nice girls would. But we can even share more. I can throw this one in my purse. You can keep this one on the kitchen counter. We'll give this one to little Tommy on his way to school. Tommy, right? Yeah. And you can, if you want, just pour this one in here. If you want to just keep refilling this one and take this one in your purse always, you can do whatever you want with your set of 4. But trust me when I say you're going to want to get these. They're so moisturizing. They do not dry your hands out. The main reason for that is there is no alcohol in these. Can you believe that?
No, and I love that because I have very dry skin, especially after a rough winter. And what's nice about this, first of all, we haven't even talked about the eucalyptus and lavender, which I just spraying it in my hand.
We just changed scents altogether, by the way. Yes. We just moved right on to a whole. Those are the 2, eucalyptus and lavender are 2 of the most commonly found aromas in the oils and the diffusing things. The lavender is obviously for the calming and relaxation effects that it can give you. And the eucalyptus is actually microbial and antifungal. So it's really good. And it doesn't just have to be for hand sanitizer. If you get a bug bite, this is perfect for that. If you have a minor burn, if you have joint aches, I know I'm going far, I'm no doctor, but these are things I've researched based on eucalyptus and the benefits that it can do just all around. The antimicrobial, if you are at the restaurant and you feel like your table's dirty, give it a little spritz, wipe it down.
Let me tell you what the secret ingredient is here, because we keep mentioning it's alcohol free, but the reason why it's still effective is because it has benzalkonium chloride. So that's what retains that effectiveness at killing 99.9% of the germs. It does it in just 15 seconds. The reason why I like a spray as well versus the pumps, and just as a reminder, you're getting all 4 of these pieces for just $16. The reason why I like the spray is because I just have so much better control. I also feel like I can spray it on other things. Like if I wanted to spray the chair, I can do a quick spritz. And I just want to mention too, because we keep talking about the benefits of our skin, this is something that is not tacky. I have now put multiple layers on my hands just in a couple minutes, and like
it just keeps feeling better, right? Not worse.
It evaporates quickly, doesn't leave anything behind, no gookiness, which is nice because I mentioned earlier, we're in New York City. New York City has many, many benefits, but cleanliness out on the streets is not one of them. And so I always have hand sanitizer, every door handle, every subway, everything.
We may think this kind of thing became popular this year, but trust me, it's not going anywhere.
Oh, no.
It's not going anywhere. Hand sanitizer is here to stay. Everybody needs it for every reason, every occasion. And we're just doing it the best way that you're possibly going to find out there, because the glass bottle, the nozzle to the bottom for every last spray. Like you said, the spray, I have multiple times, you pour it in your hand and all of a sudden you've got a puddle, you're doing this, it's dripping everywhere.
You're sharing with people.
It's like a shot of tequila half the time. We don't even know what's in hand sanitizers anymore. So trust me when I say are all natural ingredients that are plant derived and natural and good for you, you can feel really good about what you're actually putting on your skin.
Well, and for the price that you're paying, for 4 of these, you have 2 8-ounce bottles, right? These are the big guys. These each get 800 spritzes each. And then you have 2 of the 2-ounce bottles. These are your travel favorite. I have one in my purse, one in my car, one by the front door. My husband has one. These are really, so you have 2 on the go, 2 larger ones that you can keep at the office, wherever it might be. But what's really nice about these is I've paid $16 for just one large hand sanitizer thing.
Mhm.
And I ended up tossing it because it was gooky. It left a nasty film on my hands. It was
Yeah.
gross. This, you don't have that. Because it's alcohol free, it helps retain the moisture, helps protect your skin while still being effective at, killing the nasty germs and bacteria and all of that we obviously don't want on our hands. And think of all the things that we do with our hands. We're touching our phones, we're eating food, we're touching things around the home. I mean,
we shook 15 people's hands around here tonight.
Yeah. If you did a little swab of your hands before eating, you'd probably be freaked out at what can be on there. And so what I really like about the hand sanitizer, this one in particular, is because you have that spray, you have way more control over how much you're putting on your hands. You can add more, you can add less, but it doesn't matter how many layers you put on, it's going to protect your skin. It's alcohol free and it's still incredibly effective. In 15 seconds, you kill 99.9% of, the germs and bacteria.
Right. And you're still getting all those fresh scents. Like we've been talking about the scents and everything. Yes, it's important that we're killing germs, but it's even more important that we're getting all of the scents and feels that come with them. The eucalyptus can help clear your airways. Mm-hmm. It's such a good... I
love eucalyptus.
Oh, it's such a beautiful plant. We've got some on the front too. Like the plants are beautiful themselves. I wish we were just able to include a little bundle of those every time we sold something with it.
When I went out to California one time, years ago, but I still remember it was just outside the Muir Woods, like it was kind of near San Francisco, and there was like eucalyptus just wild everywhere. And as you roll down the windows, it just smelled so refreshing. And I was like, oh my gosh, where am I? Is this heaven? I mean, I must have been like 16 years old and I still have this strong memory. And I love eucalyptus because of that experience. The one thing I do want to mention, so remember this is a set of four for just $16, right? So go ahead and pick that up. Feel free to break it apart and gift it. Pick up more than one because like you said, we need hand sanitizer. It doesn't expire. But if you like that scent of the eucalyptus and lavender, we're not going to focus on it on this show at all. But we do have on our website, and it is just here next to it, a room spray. So if you want, we started the show with some fragrances, the Park and Paradis, the Lexington and Verve, candles, room spray, and diffuser. But if you like the idea of the eucalyptus and lavender, we do have that here. It's $10, something that you can pick up if you're thinking about gifting as a set as well, with the hand sanitizers or especially as we start school, summer camp, things like that, you may want to pick up a couple of these just to gift and for yourself.
Right. Once you get it, you really are going to wish you got some more if you didn't.
Absolutely.
The scent alone is worth it. The feel, again, just take care of yourself, take care of your hands. They say, wash your hands. That's the theme of the year. Wash your hands, use your sanitizer, take care of yourself and the people around you.
But the one thing you won't have to worry about is the cracking skin.
Oh, it's miserable.
I have very, very dry skin. So for me, that's like a very sensitive issue.
Right.
Now, speaking of cleanliness, the next thing I want to talk about, we're going to jump back into that mulberry silk story for just a moment by talking about these face masks. Now, what's really special about this is actually an 8-piece set that you'll be receiving. I have the royal blue color here in front of me. But you're going to get the face mask, and you're also getting a bunch of the filters that goes in here. We're going to talk about how this works and, why the silk and why these filters are really, really effective at what they do. But you're getting an 8-piece set for just $16. Now, normally the filters alone, a pack of 5 filters like you're getting here, normally that would sell for just $8 alone, and the mask would sell for just $16 alone. So here you're getting everything all together for just $16. And as a reminder, you just shop on socialgraceco.com, type in face mask, and you'll see our little bundle pop up there. Now, where should we start?
Well,
the face mask or the filter?
Let's the face mask first. And again, back to the mulberry silk and how awesome it is for your skin. Same with the eye mask. It's going to be hypoallergenic. It's going to protect your skin and keep your natural moisture in there. One of the things that I love about this is the triple layer protection, the silk. And even though it's so thin and
soft.
right, you've got 2 layers here in the front. And then when you flip it around, I know you mentioned the filter, you have a pocket here for your filter, and you just slide it right in there and it stays in there for you. You also have an adjustable nose clamp. You also have adjustable ear loops. So all of the features that they have put in here to make it custom for your face, and let's even break it down. You can see the 2 darts here in the front. That's what they call the sewed hem or sewed line there. That's so it can really snug against. I'm taking it up to my face, guys. We're going to go right over here. See, I've got a lot of masks, if they're too tight here, you're going to get those ears. Those I call them the grandpa ears. It's too tight. You're
like a Vulcan.
You know, you're walking around because they don't have adjustable loops, and there's millions of masks out there lately. Everybody's wearing them. They're such an accessory. I just love the way you can adjust this and conform it. The colors are beautiful.
Gorgeous.
And protect the hypoallergenic is, you know, everybody's talking about mask knee or what the scientists would say is bacteria from having the material on your face the whole time. But either way, it's a problem. So protect your skin again with this. The filter, you want to talk about the technology in the filter.
Yes. I do want to mention one thing though before, because when you mentioned the darts and you mentioned the seam, I immediately thought, even though I know because I have it right in my hand and I know that there's no seaming, but I want you to take a look at the inside, because sometimes when we talk about seams, we think of edges of stuff, like, you know, the edges of the socks kind of bothering the toes. We think of that maybe bothering our face. Notice how clean that is. Well, with the exception of the
I'll be hand washing this later.
But notice how clean that is with the seam. You're not going to have any, you know, bumps or bulges or anything like that on your face, you know, kind of innocence. You're not going to have that. And we do have, in terms of the colors, so we have the Lush Blush. That's what I'm holding here. We have Exotic Champagne, Luxe Graphite, Royal Blue is one of the colors here. We have Classic Silver, which you see just over my shoulder there. And we have the Midnight Black. If you're thinking of, you know, picking up some colors, you just want something luxurious. What's really nice about the black in particular is that would go really well with like a tux. It's really nice and
you know, so sharp.
The gray is also, or even the royal blue is very unisex, you know, but they're all unisex, but you know, there's obviously some that match the clothes a little bit better than
I did a show the other night with Christopher, I was going to mention, and he put one on and he just looks so chiseled. He looks sharp. I think it was the charcoal that he had put on. It looked so fancy on him. Yeah.
So there are 6 colors to choose from. And as a reminder, you're getting the 100% mulberry silk face mask, right? That's the creme de la creme when it comes to silk, the top of the line. And you're also getting 5 of these PM25 filters, which you can put into the mask. How long does one filter last?
About 30 days. And I don't want to correct you, but I think they're getting 7.
Oh, I'm sorry. Is it 7? Oh, you're right.
Yes,
It's 8 pieces.
5 layers in the filter.
Right. 8 pieces. So you're getting 1 mask and 7
more
of the filters. Yeah. And also more value, because the 7 filters normally would sell for $8. The mask alone would normally sell for $16. This time you're getting both for $16. So talk to me about these filters.
Perfect. So on top of the 3 layers that we've already talked about here in the silk, you're going to get 5 layers of charcoal lining in your filter. This is the PM 2.5 material, which is also commonly found in the N95, the other common mask.
I know that number now. I did it a year ago, but now I know it.
Ours is obviously much more breathable. We've had time to take what other people have done and make it that much better for our own products here to give to you. Again, we're going to slide the filter. I'm going to do it right here on the table. Sorry, I'll try to do it to the camera. I'm just going to slide that right in there. And then I can pop that on my face and adjust my nose and adjust my ears and get nice and snug. Now you'll notice when I'm talking, it's not sucking into my mouth.
Right.
You see a lot of people, they're taking deep breaths.
Yes.
And they're sucking in their mask. That's not very comfortable,
No, it is not. Right? Especially on a hot summer day. Nope.
Yeah. And I like to think I am talking a little louder on TV, but if I'm talking to you across, you can't read my lips. You want to hear what I'm saying. So the lightweight material, I think, makes it really good. And then you're going to notice after wearing it, there are still so many reasons that you need a mask. You have to, there are so many people wearing these to work all day, every day, 10 hours a day. So this material is so important for the prolonged wear so that you don't have bothered skin. You don't get the redness, the irritation.
The wrinkles.
Right. And there's still so many places. Now, I know I didn't wear a mask before and it's been a thing, but now that I've been wearing it, I don't think I ever want to go back to the laundry room without it. My allergies, I found so many reasons to help, like other than just being out in a pandemic. You're
right. I actually always wore masks even before the pandemic, because when I get the flu, if you have, well, and especially if you have kids, right? If both parents get the flu, or if a kid gets the flu, or so, you know, your house is like, it's like the apocalypse. You just feel like you're never going to get sleep again. You're never going to feel comfortable again. And so I would always wear a mask, even when I just got the flu, because I didn't want, you know, to get my husband sick. And then it becomes this whole thing. And now we're both out of work and nobody can cook and so I was always very much into the mask. And as a reminder, with the colors, there's 6 colors to choose from altogether. We have the champagne, which if you look at that eye mask, it's the same color, right?
Yeah.
So the champagne. We have the Lush Blush,
You know
which
what?
Jamie is holding.
I could sneak a little help. Look at this
Oh,
long,
look at
long
that.
arm action over here. We got a couple of the colors for you.
Okay.
And they actually look similar, so it might be helpful to
Well,
hold them
these
close.
I think are the same.
Did
the,
we
the
see? I told you
silver.
they look similar. So
Champagne. We have the silver. We have the graphite, so just a little darker there. That's the Lush Blush. This one here is the royal blue. And then we also have the black. As a reminder, as many of our products are here with Social Grace Co., these are all designed and assembled in the United States. One filter will last you 30 days. You're getting 7 of them along with your layered silk face mask, and you're getting all of that for just $16.
those do come in a cute little bag.
Yes, they do.
So that you can kind of seal it up if you'd like to keep it in here instead of just
how
throwing
cute
it
would
in your
this be?
purse.
Get your little hand sanitizer
Right?
set, get your face mask set,
Talk
and
about
make a little goodie bag.
The hostess gift of the century or the year.
That is so smart. When you have guests coming over, I have a guest staying with me from Texas right now for a full month, right? And naturally, you leave things behind. You forget some toothbrushes, you forget some hand sanitizers, you forget the nail clippers. I like to have like a little basket of goodies with some snacks and all of that.
That's so smart.
Now, we have a couple of more items in the silk, and I just want to kind of recap in case you caught us a little late. Do stay with us because coming up next, we have a full hour of really luxurious skincare coming up. And so if you want to learn more about that, if you want to learn more about some LED technology, we have that coming up. But in this show, we really focus on the luxuries. Some of it for the skin, like with the silk, really important, but just the luxuries with our home. So we started with some fragrance items. We had the Reed diffuser. We had the room spray, which is very limited. I don't even know if we have any left, but feel free to take a look at our website. The Reed diffuser is $39. Room spray, $19. We have this candle here. Gorgeous gift boxes with a lot of these things. The hand sanitizer set that I talked about, you actually get 2 of these 8-ounce sizes, 2 of these 2-ounce sizes, and that is just $16. If you want to get, these are both eucalyptus and lavender. If you want to get a room spray that matches that as well, you can. We also talked about, and just really quick, because I know we have some other items to get to, but this is like a hot ticket item here. The neck pillow done in 100% mulberry silk that, rolls up and you can clip it and take it with you on the go. The eye mask, the face mask. So if you're looking for silk, this is luxury, like there's luxury,
right?
And then there's luxury.
Treat yourself. Treat yourself. It's worth it.
Mm-hmm. Now, I want to talk next about, we have a couple of hair ties for you. We have a thicker ponytail holder, which I'm going to talk about next. Right after that, we have a thinner one. They're actually both the same price. They both come in a set of 3s. They're both $19, and we have a lot of colors to talk about with these. So let me just tell you that now. So we have charcoal, red, white, black, silver, and champagne. What's nice about these silk hair ties, and as I mentioned, this is called the scrunchie. This is called the ponytail holder. So what's on your screen right now is the ponytail holder. You can type it into the website and both will come up on socialgraceco.com. But what you're getting here is that 100% mulberry silk. You're also getting something a little extra special. It's called hyaluronic acid. You may have heard of it in skincare. This is infused into your hair tie.
You did better with the word than I did.
Well, I've been using hyaluronic acid for a long time.
Well,
I'm a big fan.
In my more kindergarten terms, it's rich in natural proteins to help protect your hair.
Definitely is. Well, and that's the thing. First of all, they're super cute colors, right? But why would we even have silk in a ponytail holder, right? I mean, think of all the things you hate about ponytail holders, all the frizziness and the damage and things like that it causes to your hair. And now erase that because you have a new guy on the scene, which are these ponytail holders.
Yeah, and the new guy is designed to keep your hair healthy.
Mm-hmm.
We're not breaking the hair. We're not giving ourselves split. Sorry for the bad ponytail, but
it was in a rush and no hair, no brush. I actually think it looks really cute.
Thank you. I actually really love a high ponytail. This
Me
is
too.
actually me on a daily basis, and I really do. I have just a couple of these, and I get really sad when I want to wash them because it's my favorite one, my go-to. So I'm going to pick up more tonight and more colors now that we have more colors. And I feel like
they're so cute.
I love it.
I'm getting like an 80s vibe, which I'm
a little,
into.
but it's all the rage now. Okay, and
Yes,
this
well, scrunchies,
I've
yeah.
seen. My nephew is now walking around with his girlfriend's scrunchie on his wrist as it's some sort of prize.
Oh, is it
So
like
they're
kind of
all
like
the
how you
rage.
switch class rings? Now
Yeah.
you like switch hair ties?
Yeah. Now I know you and I. You know when your mom used to say, "I used to have those pants."
Yes.
Okay. Well, I used to have this scrunchie too.
Yes.
And now they're back.
Oh yeah, they are 100% back. But what hasn't been back is, you know, being able to wear the fashionable ponytail holder and also take care of our hair. So what's nice about this, you do have non-toxic dyes in here. When we go through the colors, the charcoal, red, white, black, silver, champagne, all non-toxic dyes. You do have those natural proteins and amino acids, as Jamie mentioned, and that really just helps for you to have healthy hair. You know, I like to sleep with my ponytail on because if I don't, I wake up in the morning and my hair's all tangled. It's like a hot mess. So I always like to have a ponytail to sleep in, and having something that's 100% mulberry silk helps me wake up with more manageable hair in the morning.
Yeah. And like you just mentioned, sleeping with your hair, we both have long hair. So I constantly wake up, I'm laying on my hair, just trying to fight, getting off, you know. So
like Medusa.
Yeah. I mean, take care of your hair. This can honestly, a ponytail, a tight, I have very thick hair and I just got this around 3 times for that high ponytail.
Yeah.
So to talk to the elasticity of this and how much you can really fit in here. And if you don't have thick hair like me, one more loop.
Right.
You know?
Right. Now, as a reminder, these do come in a pack of 3 for $19. We also have, and it's all the same stuff, 100% mulberry silk with the hyaluronic acid in the scrunchie set. So the difference is really the size. I'll put it here on my wrist just so you can take a look, but they're the same price, pack of 3 for $19. And then the other little bonus item that we have for you, and we just have literally 2 minutes on this, is our headband. This is coming up next, and this is also $19. We have 5 colors to choose from: white, black, charcoal, pink, and champagne. 100% mulberry silk. Again, you have that hyaluronic acid hybrid technology built in there, assembled here in the United States of America, and it is something that you can hand wash. This is really cute to go. I was thinking like to put on my skincare, but this looks really cute.
Don't mind me. I'm just over here having a full-fledged hair show for you guys. I'm loving these pieces. I have not had this one yet. I'm stealing it. I hope Kim, don't be mad. I'm stealing this one from the set. Sorry. I think I've earned it tonight. Yeah.
Well, you know, I normally think of headbands. I actually love headbands. I wear them all the time casually. When I saw this silk, immediately my mind went to luxury. It went to skincare. And so I thought, well, this is a perfect way to pick up the next hour where we have a full skincare show. And what do you do when you're prepping for your skincare? Right? You got to put the hair back. Wash, cleanse, do the whole thing. And this is perfect for that because, again, with that 100% mulberry silk, you're retaining the moisture in your hair. If you have frizziness, dry hair, damaged hair, this helps to just kind of keep that all back, manage it. It's not going to be tugging at the skin around the forehead or, you know, over here, the lines. Like, it's really high quality.
It is. And you know what I've noticed since you, and I, like I said, this is literally my first time putting this on. I thought because it was silk and it smooths over your hair, I thought this would slide right back off.
Oh, I see.
It's so snug on my head. This is not going anywhere, which is why you can't get it off.
It looks really cute with your outfit too. You know what's nice, just before we wrap up the show, is with all of our silk items, you could really coordinate. So if you want the headband, right? Let's say you're traveling. You want the headband, you want the eye mask, we have it. You want the face mask, we got it. You want the ponytail holders or the scrunchies, we got it. I know with the royal blue, it's a little harder to see the colors, but you can really coordinate a full set. I also want you to take a look at our website, check out the neck pillow, check out our fragrances that we started the show with. All you have to do is go to socialgraceco.com, type in diffuser, type in fragrances, type in room spray. You're going to see a ton of fantastic options. Thanks so much for joining us. My name is Kathy Pedraez. With Jamie Allen, who represents Social Grace Co. and has been representing many retail brands for over 17 years. Up next, we have a full hour of premium skincare. You're going to want to stick around for this because there are some technologies here which you may have not heard of. So stick around and we will be right back.
Hello and welcome back to Social Grace Co. My name is Christopher Mackin and I am thrilled to be able to bring you one of my favorite brands in skincare. I am addicted to anti-aging and trying to kind of preserve my youth for as long as humanly possible. I just, self-preservation. At Social Grace Co, we are so proud to be able to partner with Priori Skincare. This is premium, ultra scientific skincare that has changed the way I look at what is possible with my face. And I am bringing it to you today, but not just me. We have the pleasure of having not one, but two of the 5 founders here with us today that are going to talk all about science and efficacy, where real skincare starts, right? It's not just something that we're going to slather over our face.
Right.
This does the trick. This is Dawn and Regis, and I have fallen in love with their brand. Thank you so much for joining us.
Thank you
Thanks
for
for having
having us.
Y'all are just a powerhouse in this business. And I have been in the beauty industry for a very long time. For those of you who have watched me before, you know this is where I live, the beauty space. But not just bringing you a product that I think that you're gonna like. This is a product, this exact package, that I use myself. And I'm even gonna show you some before and after. So make sure that you stay tuned. In just a few minutes, I'm gonna show you some not so flattering photos, and then you're gonna see the results that this little box has brought me. I want to take a moment before we get started on this. And I really would like to give both of you a moment to kind of introduce yourself to everyone at home and tell us a little bit about what was your inspiration behind coming together as this group, because I'm going to date myself here just so everyone knows this. When your powers combine, I am Captain Planet. Remember the cartoon? 5 of you, titans of the beauty industry globally, came together to create this powerhouse brand. Tell us about it.
Absolutely. Regis.
Yeah, start, sure, of course. My pleasure. So my name is Regis. I'm one of the co-founders of Priori. I've been in this industry for many years, maybe too many, I don't know, 20 some. And I've always been fascinating at how with products that are very efficacious and very strong, you can change people's life. It's like when someone walks in the room, like when you walk into this room, sorry, I'm French, in Italy, and they look at you and say, oh my God, did you get your hair done? Mm-hmm. Well, no, I just changed my skincare. I got Priori. So I like to create these moments. And so we gathered our strength and our experience. And with that, we created a science brand that can really show a real difference on everyone. And we are passionate about that because science is about simplicity, functionality, and results for everyone. So that's why we're here.
So this show is so much different, and Social Grace Co is bringing you not just a really great way for you to learn about products. You get to shop this show, and it is so simple to do so. You simply go to socialgraceco.com, where you can find every single one of the Priori products. But today we are talking about this one. The Active Recovery Kit is the one that I use. Yes. I fell in love with it. And before we really dive into it, I'm just going to go ahead and rip the Band-Aid off. I'm going to rip the Band-Aid off. Producer, go ahead and bring up that first shot of me. I got to tell you, I had a procedure done, the Erbium YAG laser, which is intensive laser resurfacing. And it's intended to really kind of get rid of some sun damage and things that maybe I didn't do so well in my younger age when I was, the baby oil and the iodine and the beach and all that kind of stuff. Yes. I really wanted to correct it. But the downtime for this can be well over 10 days. This is day 1.
Looking at this picture, I have to say, first of all, having a medical esthetician background of over 25 years, we know that we're all really working on treatments and getting predictable results. So seeing that you did this beautiful treatment, you can see there is downtime with this. And I'm excited because obviously we see the finished product, which is fabulous. like we've jumped ahead. But what's really exciting is to be able to share this with everyone at home, where they will see your transition and then how you used the skincare to really enhance a much faster healing time.
I wanted to supercharge my results here. And so that is picture 1. That is day 1.
Yes.
Producer, take me to day 2. Day 2 completely different look. You can start already
Yes.
starting to see how the skin is
Yes.
I had to make a funny face. 'Cause
Starting
at that
to
point, there's no
lift.
way that I felt like I looked nice.
Yeah.
Now, keep in mind, this is supposed to be a 10-day downtime.
Yes.
And so
yes.
you're seeing that I'm starting to lift here.
Absolutely. You're starting to see the pigment come to the surface. You're starting to see the lifting of the skin that we want to go away, so we can see like the brighter cells. And what you just said is really powerful, because normally this process is a much longer healing time. And that is where you using the Trio kit with these products, which I'm going to tell you guys about after we look at these beautiful pictures, you really can see the enhancement of healing. Your skin's looking brighter. It's looking luminous. You can really see the fresh rejuvenation happening in the pictures.
Well, and I think that you're completely right. It's nice to have a clinical side of this, right? So take me to day 3. I want you to see the progression. By day 3, after using this recovery serum, we were already starting to see the skin was starting to getting ready to slough off.
Yes.
A process that really was supposed to take, there's my
Much
day 3.
longer,
It's supposed
much
to take
longer.
much longer to do. And then this is day 4. This is unbelievable to me. Take a look at day 4, producer.
Yes.
The dead skin
Yes.
has already sloughed off, and you can see this baby smooth, beautiful, radiant skin underneath coming through. A process that was supposed to take over 10 days to recover only took me 4
Yes.
because of this box.
This is one of my go-tos for, I work with many plastic surgeons, dermatologists, and this is one of those go-to products, because not only is it amazing post-procedure of anything, it could be what we call a controlled burn, whether it's a laser, microneedling, or a peel, or it could be maybe you have been in the environment, sunburn, windburn. This is not only going to really work on nurturing, healing, and giving you that beautiful healing much faster, but it's also something you can use daily.
I still do.
Yes.
I still use this every single day because I fell in love with it. So you've seen my before and afters there,
Yes.
right? You've seen how we were able to really take those results and supercharge them quickly. Now I kind of want to walk through the experience on how that works.
Yes.
So can we get into that
Yes,
just a little
yes.
bit?
Oh, of course.
So we got to look at the kit first of all. The kit, I think this is one of those things you get at home. It's super exciting because in a nutshell, you have like this really beautiful description on how the product works,
Yes.
along with our LED unveiled, which we have not got a chance to chat
We will get to the
about,
LED
but we
mask
will.
later on because
Yes.
I also
Sure.
use that.
Yes. And then you unbox your beautiful product. And in this, you have a cleanser, our active cleanser. And at Priori, we're about predictable results. Bringing you a product that you know, the work is already, we do clinicals, so we know exactly what's going to happen with this. And it's a complex of antioxidants that mimic our skin chemistry and biology. So you've got this active cleanser that you use during your, the transition of going from that downtime into the healing process quicker. Then you have this beautiful DNA recovery serum that I'm telling you, it's a must-have. I use it every day religiously. Even if I'm exhausted, I will
Same.
still put it on because
Same.
yes, because you see a
100%.
difference in your skin. So you're going to cleanse, you're going to put on this DNA serum that really helps working at that deep cellular level, and it's water soluble so everyone can use it. And then I know one of your favorite products, which is our DNA recovery serum that comes in a beautiful airless pump, which all of our products do.
This is such an intense moisturizer. So during my recovery process, I have to tell you, I actually used that 3 times a day because it felt so incredible on my skin. My skin absorbed all of the products. But this is my favorite part about this. Took the guesswork out of my skincare regime. I knew I was getting scientifically advanced products, and I knew how to use them. Step 1, 2, 3. It was that simple for me.
Absolutely.
I'm gonna take it one step further and tell you why I love this. This is not 1 month worth of use.
True.
Where you're going to go spend hundreds and hundreds of dollars on one bottle of serum from other brands that don't really give you the result
Right.
that you get with Priori. Here, I would be able to go almost 3 months worth of results with this. This has changed the way I think about my skin, and I swear every single day it is more luminous.
Yes.
I challenge anybody, if you are at home and you've ever looked in the mirror and you've thought to yourself, where did that line come from? Or maybe you look at your eyes and go, I'm just looking really tired lately. Maybe I should sleep more. Maybe you're actually losing some collagen there, and it's exposing the bag underneath. Maybe we have a little bit of drooping, some crepiness in the skin, because, I read a study one time, and I want to see what y'all think about this. Most people, when they look in the mirror, they don't see just a fine little laugh line as a sign of aging. They see the crepiness and the sagging of the skin as aging.
Yes.
What is your take on that?
Sun damage is something that we're all exposed to, even if there's no sun, right? It's just, it could be a shady day. We are still getting damage to our skin. And so sun damage is one of those things that kind of hits us. We get it like in our 20s. And then we wake up and there it is. And we're like, oh my gosh, I want to minimize this.
And it is not fair.
Yes, it is not.
You know what we say? We say
Yes.
damage happens silently.
Yes.
So,
Yes.
damage happens silently. And our generation, we were like exposed to the sun all day. That was where we wanted to be tan. The younger generation, which is great, is much more aware and much more careful. But it's more than sun. It's more than SPF. And I'm sure we talk about this later, but our whole approach is really free radical protection, the whole thing, sitting in the house, making sure you don't get under attack 24/7. And that's super important.
I completely agree. And we're going to get to the free radical piece in just a little bit, because I think that it's probably one of the most hot button things that we're thinking about now in the aging process. The cleanser. I would use the cleanser. It is so fine and beautiful on my skin. I can tell it is not stripping my skin of the natural oils that my skin needs to be really at its highest and best. Following it with the serum really helped to, I could feel the serum kind of soaking into my skin and my skin responding. You know what that feels like when you put something on your skin that just, it's working on a dermal level.
Yes.
It's getting in there. And then to follow it with the moisturizer, it was completely game-changing for me. I started noticing fine lines around my eyes were starting to become more minimal. And then I started noticing that even if I smiled and I could see them, when I stopped smiling, they bounced back. So let's talk about what this is doing for elasticity.
Yes. One of the key things, remember that, we're all using antioxidants, but at Priori, we're a biotech. We're all about skincare science. So in our complexes, we put all these vitamins that you need to have the healthiest skin that you can have. Vitamins A, C, and E, and provitamin A. And then we add other things that give you additional protection, which I know Regis loves to chat about, is blue light. So, like in our DNA Intense Recovery Cream, it also protects you from blue light, which is all around us more than ever with our cell phones.
So, this is the part that Regis taught me, actually.
Yes.
I learned this from you today. I didn't even realize that blue light was a thing that I had to really be very cautious of. It is everywhere. It's in our televisions, our computer screens, our mobile phones. We're in New York right now, live from New York. It's in Times Square everywhere. Don't even go to Times Square. It's Blue Light Central.
Yes, yes.
Exactly.
So tell me, Regis, tell me a little bit about what the blue light piece of things does to us in the aging process and how it affects our skin.
Well, blue light, light, it's like waves. It's different waves, right? You have infrared, you have visible light. What we see, we have blue light, which is on the blue side of the light, when you see the rainbow,
spectrum.
right? The spectrum of light. This has waves that generate free radicals that are very powerful and that damage your skin. They just damage your skin to all of the levels of the skin. So each time you're on your phone, we're on our phone, a minute a day, maybe two, right? Exactly. So that's all the time, your computer, everything. That's why why would people wear those blue light glasses to protect their eyes?
I have them.
And not their face? Well, the damage happens here also.
And so that is something that I'm so happy that we have, again, the powerhouse of knowledge behind the Priori brand. This is a brand that is known the world over. It's an American company that is now, Regis, how many countries are we in now?
We're in 28 markets around the world.
28 markets around the world. Priori is a premium brand that we're able to bring to you. And this kit at Social Grace Co. exclusively is 27% off. So you're able to really get home premium products. Before we move on to the next piece of things that I used in conjunction with this to supercharge my results, and I still use it, by the way. I want to point out something. When it comes to the way that we take care of our skin, if it's, like you said earlier, if it's a task and all that kind of stuff, we don't really want to spend the effort going through it. Sometimes we're tired.
Right.
This is something that is so simple. Brushing your teeth takes longer than applying premium skincare to your skin. But I never thought that I would be able to get my hands on it. I'd heard of Priori before because they're not new. Been around for 15 years.
Yes.
But before, it's kind of exclusive to the creme de la creme of facial plastic surgeons and estheticians and celebrities.
Sure.
So when all of you came together, I think this one right here, being the clinical esthetician, she probably, I'm guessing, you were pushing to bring it to everybody.
Yes. You know, we want everyone to be able to have the best and the healthiest skin that they can have. And I think through the years, we all try so many things. And really and truly, we want to see a result, right? We want firmer, more luminous. We want to minimize the imperfections that we see on our skin. And the beauty with Priori, because it's so multitasking, this is going to target dry skin. It's going to target sensitized skin. It's going to target normal, healthy skin to make it healthier. So it really targets any skin condition that you may have going on personally.
So speaking of skin condition, I'm going to talk about something that actually happened to me in the past year, and how the next item truly helped me. Using the LED mask that we have right here, can I turn it on right here?
Sure.
Right there and turn it on.
Yeah.
This is the LED red light mask that is really proprietary to Priori. The way that you approach using this item, I used it in conjunction with this kit, and it changed the game with me. But let me also tell you, during 2020, I started getting little dry patches of skin. I think it was, you heard people talk about maskne.
Sure, absolutely.
I was getting little dry patches of skin, and I couldn't quite get them to go away. Started using the red light mask, gone. My skin was illuminated, it was fresh, it was young. Completely blew my mind. You got to tell me how this works.
Is special technology. So I always like to say that the concept of light therapy really started with NASA, like 20 something years ago. They would take light therapy up in space, basically, because think about astronauts go up in the capsules and they're in there, you remember that light creates energy. So for us at Priori, we wanted to bring a hands-free device to the market because, again, we're all guilty, right? We get a device, we use it, we love it, but then we put it in the drawer because we got to use it and weeks and months go by. So we wanted to do something hands-free. You don't have to put any effort into, just pull it out, put it on. And this is technology that actually is clinically proven, FDA approved, and was brought into the dermatology market to really treat skin viruses and cold sores and things that actually scar the skin. Because guess what? If we have problematic issues, we want those to go away quickly because that's going to be scarring, right?
And it's on my face.
Yeah.
I don't want anything on my face.
No. So this is anti-inflammatory.
It's anti-inflammatory.
Yeah.
If you're just now joining us, I just want to remind you really quick, you can shop this entire show and we make it super simple for you at Social Grace Co. by going to socialgraceco.com. We could not be more thrilled than to be partnering and having Priori as one of our brands that is a part of Social Grace Co. Because seriously, this is where it is at for the anti-aging. If you have decided, you know what, I just don't know that there's anything that can help my skin. Maybe you're starting to see some crepiness, some sagginess, sunspots, age spots, fine lines, wrinkles, the things that happen naturally as we get older. I'm going to challenge you to give Priori a try. And in 30 days, I can guarantee you that you will change the way you think about your skin. I like to say that I found the face that I remember.
I love that. I love that.
When I started using Priori. So I want to show how to put this mask on.
Yes.
Regis, are you game?
I am game, of course.
So the first thing that we do is Regis is going to apply. We have our DNA serum that's in the kit. So this is one of the most amazing products to really help boost your treatment. It's that water-soluble serum. So he will apply it all over, including under the eyes.
Don't judge me. I'm going to play it my way, right?
Oh,
You
yes.
do you, Regis. You do
All right?
you.
Because
do you.
we have to say that this is
Yeah.
a great
Can I
line.
get some too? I'm just while
It's
I'm
a
here. I
great
just want
line for men because this product,
Yes.
it's super very soothing after you shave. For
Mhm.
example, if you have any burns or anything like that,
Mhm.
remove the redness, and it's very lightweight, so it doesn't leave any like residue on your skin, which for men is very important. You want to go fast. You were talking about pim pam boom. That's what you want to do, right? And then let's talk about the mask.
Yes. So the mask, it's medical grade silicone, so it's flexible,
Flexible.
and it does not create heat. See, there are a lot of masks on the market that create heat on your skin. We do not want heat on our skin. Heat can trigger things we don't want, like pigmentation, redness, broken capillaries.
Oh.
This does not create heat. So as Regis is putting this on, what this is really doing, this is creating energy in the cell that is actually creating growth factor, collagen fibroblasts, and really increasing natural hyaluronic in the skin.
I personally love the design on it because it's not so boring. Like
Yes.
it's
Yeah.
just fun.
It's that fun Picasso face.
I'm a skin ninja right now.
Yes.
I'm a
You
skin
do.
ninja.
You're a skin
Ninja.
ninja. I love it.
Exactly.
You know what I love so much is the older I've gotten, the more I'm very interested in having me time. And so I go through my skincare regimen with Priori. I still am madly in love with this kit. Even though I haven't had a procedure done anymore, I can still see the results every single week that I use it. My skin is tighter, it's firmer, it's lifted, my jawline is more defined. You name it, I'm falling in love with it. But I pour me a glass of my favorite beverage. Maybe it's a mocktail or maybe it's a cocktail. Put a straw in there and I can still enjoy it with the mask on.
Absolutely.
No, but Dawn actually flew in with this mask in her suitcase, in her
I-
carry-on. It's
I
super
always
light.
do. Yeah.
It's thin, it's light. This
Yeah.
is the battery pack. It's
Mhm.
nothing. You can just put it in your pocket. You want to do laundry or cook and anything like that, you still can do that.
You're not tethered to one spot with it.
No, that's the beauty.
And you don't have to guess how long to wear it either.
It's on a
because
preset timer.
It's on a preset timer. So
Yes.
10 minutes?
10 minutes. And literally, if you go to Social Grace and see the clinicals that we have on this, they're off the chart. And we have clinicals with Priori showing you using just the mask, and we have clinicals using the mask and skincare, which are even more dramatic. Because together, it's this powerhouse, treatment that's multitasking. Because think about it, this is no downtime. So it doesn't hurt. It actually feels good. And we were talking earlier that, light energy, if you use it in the morning, it can energize you and get you ready for the day. If you use it at night, it's very relaxing because it really is all about creating energy in your cells, personalized. At Priori, we're adaptive, personalized skincare. So your cells pull what they need.
Well, and you said something earlier, and I want to point out this one statement because I think this is just such an important thing to really kind of showcase. You said predictable results because every single person gets results. And the thing that I think is important to say is every single person's skin is different, but at Priori, your products just give your skin what it needs, right?
Right, because our skin is really smart. It's a very smart organ. So basically, instead of you going, I need to buy this product that has just one antioxidant because I hear this is so great for your skin. At Priori, we use the antioxidants that actually are multitasking to trigger this, event in the skin, so to speak. And you don't have to worry about, are you picking the right product? We've taken the guesswork out for you.
Yeah.
And again, I said it earlier, 1, 2, 3. It's as easy as 1, 2, 3.
True.
I can literally have my face cleansed, my serum, my moisturizer, in a period of 5 minutes or less. I'm sitting on the sofa, relaxing, maybe watching a television show, using my LED mask, and my skin continues to lift. I've got to tell you, if you have stopped and you've thought, when I was younger, or I used to, I remember when my skin was tighter. That's a natural feeling. We've all had that feeling. We've all looked in the mirror and went, oh my gosh, do I need a little? Do I need a little of this? I want you to think about what only $395 for a mask that you can reuse whenever you want to. Whenever you have downtime, you said, listen, if I had it on a carry-on on the plane, I would have been wearing it on the plane.
Yes,
right? You know, don't have to plug it in.
No,
Exactly.
no.
I would have taken me a little nap right there and gotten off the plane 5 years younger.
Yeah.
But think about investing in yourself. Combining these products together gives you the ability to take the aging process back into your own hands. If you've ever thought, well, you know, my makeup doesn't lay on my skin like it used to, maybe we need to start giving our skin something that it needs.
But you know, Christopher, when you say investing, it's a good word, because for us, what we hate is when people have their cabinets with like 25 products that they've used 1-2 times and they move on to the next one. Our goal is really to be in that cabinet with your 3, 4, 5 essentials that you're going to keep forever because you love them and you know they are going to work. You know what I'm saying? Well, this is the worst case, to have those 25,000 products in your cabinets.
And I don't have Priori in my cabinets. I have them sitting right out on the counter because they're so modern and sleek. It's almost like a counter jewelry. You know, so I have it out by my sink. It's something that I reach over. It's a part of my nightly routine and my morning routine for a fresh face. I have to tell you this as well. I can go out, you know, on television, I'll wear a little makeup for the lights.
Right.
I can go out in public now with nothing on, and I have people, friends of mine, stop me and go, what have you had done?
Right.
That's how I know that Priori is hard at work on my skin and I'm getting a tighter result. The bags under my eyes, gone. My skin feels lifted, it's tighter. And again, I can look and see that the elasticity has returned.
It's true. You know, one of the things too that you'll notice is you notice the minimizing the appearance of pores. It's very smoothing. Like the other thing, now that everyone is excited to start taking their mask off, right? They're seeing their skin. They haven't seen their skin for so long. And a lot of people are having breakouts or problematic skin issues. This mask with the skincare is increasing and encouraging healing much faster. Because guess what? If we have a breakout again, we want it to go away. That's what masks mean, right? We want to heal. We want to repair. And we want to have that beautiful, luminous skin that we had before we were covering it up.
The face that you remember.
That's right.
You know, I have very sensitive skin personally. My skin will break out in a heartbeat. It's something I've struggled with. I have not had one breakout with Priori. It has been just the easiest product for me to use with the most amazing results. It's one thing for me to look in the mirror and say, I think I see a difference. It's something else when all of your friends start stopping you and saying, you look incredible. You look wonderful. That really is the difference for me. So right now, on Regis's face, you've put the serum on. It's soaked in beautifully. There's no residue. There's nothing like that. Now the red light is hard at work. What is happening in the dermis of the skin?
First, it's safe because it's temperature controlled. So I don't feel the heat on my face. I'm in a studio. There's a lot of light here. It's pretty hot, right? Well, I don't feel the heat. I've been wearing this for 7-8 minutes now. It's going to stop anytime, right? This is FDA approved and it's clinically proven to increase skin elasticity, reduce wrinkles, right? And work also on firmness, improve firmness of the skin.
One thing just watching you, Regis, I'm noticing, do you see that his mouth, around his mouth is completely illuminated with the red light? Every part of your face is receiving the LED red light in there. It's receiving that treatment right now.
It is.
And efficacy with light, it's about the dose of light that you get into your skin, how much you stimulate these cells. Like you have to have the right amount, not too much, not enough. That's why it's time managed. And that's also why we have this number of, I didn't count them. How many do we have? I can't remember.
It's a proprietary, these wavelengths are FDA approved, clinically trialed to give you a result, which is what we want, which is creating growth factor and really encouraging collagen production. That's the whole goal. Because when we do that, we get more volume. We get more lift in our skin. We get that wound healing effect. We get that smoother, refined texture that we all want. And remember, maybe we haven't seen our face that often because we're covering it, you know. So the key is this is creating healthy energy in the cell. It's saying, hey, cell, get off the couch, get on the treadmill, and be a healthier cell. Get active. Rejuvenate in a nutshell.
And I think Now, look, I'm not a clinical esthetician. I'm just someone who wants to look younger, right? I don't have the same understanding of the molecular reasons why the skin does what it does. But I know that around my eyes, I was starting to develop more of a bag under my eye. And honestly, probably just telling too much, to be honest with you, but I have no shame.
Our secret.
So one of them was more pronounced than the other. I think maybe it was the way I slept, but it was starting to make me look tired. You guys, I looked exhausted every single time I woke up in the morning. And I thought, you know, I'm almost 40, and I don't think that I don't
You
think
look
I look
amazing.
40.
No.
I'm very proud of my skin, and I know that every single time I'm not even going to say I use the product. Every single time I fortify my face with Priori, I know it's getting stronger. The skin is getting all the nutrients that it needs to really be its highest and best, and I'm seeing the things I didn't like be addressed, and they're going away.
Yes, skin improvement. And it's simple. Like you said, 3 easy steps. You can add to it. Of course, we have some other amazing things you can
Voila.
add.
Lost the light.
Voila. 10 minutes a day. You can literally do this 10 minutes a day. People, before this technology was brought into the consumer market, they had to go to their dermatologist and lay under a canopy for 30 to 45 minutes to get this result. Now, our doctors are sending patients home with this because they want them to get as much treatment in a shorter amount of time as possible. And that's what you're getting unveiled.
So just really quick, producer, I hate to do this to you, but I've just got to hit this one more time. If we could we please pop back up my picture of the treatment that I had done. If you're just now joining us, thank you so much for joining us here. This is Social Grace Co. coming at you live from New York City. I had a treatment done, invasive. This was an intense light treatment. It was a laser treatment for resurfacing. I was told that my downtime would be around 10 days maybe, or where my skin didn't look so great. This is day 1, super red, you can see. And then you can also look at this right here.
That is unbelievable, honestly.
Day 2, you can see the pigmentation.
It's true.
You can see where I used to wear sunglasses on the beach, and right there, my cheekbones. I'm looking down at the monitor. If you're wondering what I'm looking at, this is embarrassing. I can't even believe I'm showing this, you guys. Let's go to the next one. This is day 3. Tell me what we're seeing here.
Here, this is like a critical point also, I have to say. You know, when you're going through a healing process after a procedure that there's downtime such as this, it's so important, like that you've been doing the cleansing with the DNA serum, because that's what's increasing the healing. And then when you added in this unveiled mask, it's healing your skin much faster. And the faster we heal the skin, the less likely we are to have any negative responses. Your skin is brighter. You can already see the fresher, the firmer, the healing is so quick. Like, I was blown away that it was this quick.
Well, so I want to show the very last picture. This is day 4 of the recovery process. Keep in mind, I was told that this would take me a minimum of 7 to 10 days to even get to remotely this point. This is day 4 of using this recovery kit along with the LED mask to supercharge my skin. And Ryan, can we get a little closer in here? The camera, round of applause for our cameraman Ryan Rambo here. Getting close. Look, I have no shame.
Yes, your skin looks amazing.
It's tight. I'm just gonna look right at you.
Yeah,
it's tight. This is the results that I was able to get with Priori. My sun damage gone. My skin is firm. My eyes feel lifted and rested. This is truly game changing. Now I have to give you an update for everyone. So my producer is telling me that our website is extremely busy. We do have somewhat limited numbers. I'm assuming because I'm sitting here with 2 of the titans that they can get us more. This is the recovery kit, only $185 for one person to use. I'm going to say that it could have lasted me almost 3 months, and I was pretty liberal with that. This is not just a 30-day supply for you. This is something that you're going to really be able to enjoy. Treat yourself. Treat yourself to premium skincare created by 5 of the world's top skincare experts. You're 2 of them. And your other partners came together and said, we are done this industry creating products that don't do what they say they're going to do.
Exactly.
We all want a results-driven product, and I'm not even sure if we can say this, so I'm not going to say the magazine, but we're in the best of the best beauty awards this month, June and July. I mean, that's a big deal.
Well, and we can't drop names on celebrities, but there are countless celebrities in Hollywood that have publicly said that they wear your product.
Absolutely.
It's as simple
And post
as
it on their social.
And post on their social.
Yes.
Look, I see why, because in all honesty, they've fallen in love with it. Do me a favor. Go to socialgraceco.com and take a look at the Priori collection. Read about it. Look at those clinicals and see why they are known the world over, 28 countries, for bringing some of the best skincare known to man, and at a price that is so easily attainable. For that, guys, I applaud you, because this you could have priced through the roof. You really could have.
And we want everyone to be able to use it, because one of the key things that's really important, like you did this beautiful treatment, and many of us are doing microneedling and exfoliating, but the key is then you also have to really protect that healthy skin that you're exposing. If not, it's going to trigger more aging. So this is protecting. It's like the insurance to all of the good treatments that you're doing.
Yeah, and I'll go a bit further. I mean, you spend a significant amount of money on these very intense treatments, right? You're not going to put that to the drain by not protecting and correcting afterwards. I mean, that would be a waste, And also, one of the reasons why we do that is there's a lot of people that, and at any age, younger and younger and younger, that goes to the dermatologist, have very intense procedures to look great, and hallelujah, we love that, right? But if you don't do the job, if you don't do the homework of protecting and correcting, then just don't do it at all, right?
So I don't mean to interrupt you really quick, but our producer just told me that someone has sent a message to our Facebook page and wanted me to ask y'all a question.
Okay.
So they wanted to know, is this product specifically for someone who has already seen significant signs of aging, or is this also geared toward preventative measures too?
Absolutely preventative measures as well. I always say, honestly, this is one of those things, I don't care if you're 16 or 100. Like, we're all exposed to different things that create concerns in our skin. This is going to target really any age, because this is protecting and healing. It's antioxidants that protect your cell, but yet hydrate you. So if you're combo, if you're dry, one of the things too, we see people on medications, and it really can change their skin. So if you're on a medication, this is something that could really help to reduce the redness and anti-inflammatory, calm, and then add that soothing, nurturing, plus protect you from the environment.
Well, I couldn't agree with you more, and I don't want to run out of time here because I do want to talk about, like you guys, I'm amazed at how many of you are going to the website and checking this out. I got to tell you though, I'm kind of excited about this because a little birdie told me that we got our hands on these next products that you yourself said, if you have to only pick one thing.
Absolutely. This is the golden ticket.
The Tetra.
Yes, tetra. Tetra.
Ancient Greek, 4 in ancient Greek.
Whoa.
Tetra.
I should know this, actually. I should know this. So walk me through this, because this is quite a powerhouse of a bottle.
It truly is. First of all, I do not ever go one day without using this product because I know too much, okay? So literally, like, I will go back home to get this if I haven't taken it with me to go somewhere. This product protects you 4 different ways. One, it's an SPF 55 of micronized zinc and titanium, so it's 80 minutes, water resistant, and sweat proof. Then we add DNA to really protect you at that cellular wall. Then we have blue light protection, and we have IR sun radiation to protect you really from heat, because heat triggers pigmentation, right? Cuperose, redness, all those things that we don't want to see in our skin. But what really people go crazy about is that when you pump this out, it has this gorgeous finish to it. It looks like it has a shade, but we call this a universal color guide that goes on all skin tones.
It just matched my skin.
From the fairest to the warmest, you can do any skin tone, because we didn't want, because sometimes when you have a beautiful mineral treatment like this, it can look ashy
Yes.
or blue. This will not look ashy or blue on even the warmest of skin tones.
I have to point this out. Can
Yeah.
we get a shot of this, Mr. Producer? Look at this hand and look at how beautiful and moisturized the skin is. And then the skin I didn't put anything on. Oh, that's embarrassing. Like, it's just kind of dry. And it feels like velvet.
Silk. It does.
Yes.
It's very silky. Everyone can use this. I don't care if you have acne, rosacea, psoriasis, eczema. There's something in here that's going to really work on calming, but also, you know what it's going to do? It's going to help you feel better about your skin. Because think about it. When we have a skin condition, like you could meet someone who has 2 breakouts and they say, I have acne, but they don't, okay? But it's the way it makes how we feel and our self-esteem. So this is one of those things you can put on and you instantly see a difference. Neck, décolleté, hands,
100%.
sun bag, like by the pool.
And you know, we are
Yeah.
with this product, we really are on a crusade. Our crusade is to say, look, don't think SPF spring and summer.
Mm-hmm.
Think shield. This is an
Yes.
ultimate face shield, right?
All day,
All day, every day. Look, at night on your computer, you get the LEDs, you get the your phone, you get your computer. That gives you the HEV blue
Our
light.
monitor right here in the studio.
Yeah.
Absolutely,
Yeah.
that one is bad.
It's everywhere for you. It's everywhere around you.
It is. And you'll see on the
Exactly.
box, it says GPF. I always talk about that with my clients when I do a training with my doctors or my resorts. I talk about GPF, genetic protection factor. I mean, on a sun protection product, that's why I say don't ever call this a tinted moisturizer. It drives me crazy because this is such a powerful treatment.
Well,
I'm like,
I can tell you right now, this is definitely anything but just a tinted moisturizer. It's just not.
No.
And so I'm going to walk myself through this. I'm going to walk all of you at home through
Yes.
this again. Supercharge your results, supercharge your skin, have that incredible skin that your friends stop and ask about by combining it with the kit that we have along with the Tetra and
Tetra lip. We have the same
this is a new
protection for the
addition.
lip. We're so excited.
I love this. I think that this is so genius.
Because think about it, our lips show age as well, right? So we want to
Sometimes
protect
quicker
them.
than other places.
Yes. Sadly enough, certain areas on our bodies show age faster than others. And the lips are one of those things you have to protect. So all the benefits we just talked about with the DNA and the sun and the heat, this is protecting you from all those things. And it makes your lips look really smooth and gorgeous too, which
That's
is a benefit. Yes.
Never a bad thing.
Yeah.
Never a bad thing.
Yeah.
So this is one of those things. I just think that we have, if last year taught us anything, it is to take care of ourselves. And for me, putting my best face forward is just such a vital part of doing that. I'll be honest with you. I don't want to think about going under the knife. If I can avoid it, I don't want to go under the knife. And I doubt anybody else wakes up in the morning and goes, you know what? I think I want to go call a plastic surgeon today. Imagine.
True. That's true.
Who wants to do that? Who in their right mind would?
Yeah.
But sometimes we have to get things done. But imagine just for a moment if you had all of the tools, all of the resources on your bathroom counter to know that you are controlling father time. You're telling him to get out. You can try coming back next year, but call first.
Yes.
That is how you get the results that maybe you can avoid having to make that call to the good doctor. Maybe you can avoid having to go in for such an invasive procedure that has a ton of downtime. By protecting our skin, we can avoid some of that. If you want the paint on your car to last a long time,
Absolutely.
you wax it, you
Better
take
wax
care of it,
Yeah.
right? The outside of your home, you want your house to last a long time. You make sure that the outside of your home is protected and taken care of. Priori is kind of the same thing. This is my house. This is my home.
Absolutely.
This is what, I want my face to look as good for as long as I can. And Priori has really given me the ability to do that.
I'm so excited that you got to use it
Exactly.
during your healing process.
I'm addicted.
It's
I'm
so
telling you,
cool.
I'm addicted. Now,
So
listen,
cool.
I've got to admit something really quick. You know, I come from, my grandfather was a Southern Baptist minister. And so, you know, and I'm from a small town in Georgia. My grandmother was a beautician on the back of her house. She had a little beauty shop on the back of her house. And so I like to say I got beauty in the blood. And this is where I become so passionate about this industry because, and you touched on it a second ago.
Yes.
It is truly not just about what we feel, you know, just taking care of the skin itself. Yes, of course, that's a huge part of it. I'm not taking that away. It's the pep in your step. It's that extra little feeling that you get when you look in the mirror and you go, I look good.
That's right. That's right.
It's not just about the clothes.
Yeah.
You know, we want our face to look great. And if you look in the mirror and you smile and you go, doggone it, I look pretty. I look beautiful. You're going to go out into the world and you're going to have a great day.
It's true.
And I think that using premium products gives you the ability to do that. Again, producer, if you don't mind, I would really love to pull up the kit again. Let's go through the products just one at a time here, just so we can recap. Here for $185, we have the Active Recovery Trio set. Now, if you've watched this entire show, then you saw me bare my soul here and give you some not so flattering photos of myself, but I wanted you to understand exactly where, how quickly the products go to work, changing your skin, giving you results that by my own physician that told me that my downtime could be, upwards of 10 days, and I got results in 4 by using this product. I am not a paid spokesperson for this product, but I never endorse a single product that I do not 150% believe in. And so to know that y'all are part of Social Grace Co., I got so excited. I think I told y'all no less than 20 times.
Right.
I'm addicted. I'm addicted. And it truly is. This was my beauty gateway drug right here.
And I was excited because I know you get so many products and are exposed to so many things. So when you said, I'm seeing a difference in my skin, that to me is why we do this. You know, it just brings a smile to my face, and I love that.
I will tell you, talking to you both, you're so passionate about this industry, and you're so passionate about bringing every single one of you the results that you're going to fall in love with. I want to remind everyone, if you want to pick up on this, they're going fast. So my producer's telling me in my ear that we're having huge spikes on the website. You saw the results, you fell in love with them, you believe in it. Make sure you go to socialgraceco.com now and pick up on this. I hope we have inventory through the night, but I have a feeling that we have a direct line and we can beg and plead to get more.
We can get you more.
Maybe. Excellent. So I want all of you to remember, get the mask, get the kit, treat yourself, and know that you too can have the face that you remember. One more thing before we go, because we do have to start wrapping up soon. Y'all are so wonderful. Hear that Southern in me? Y'all are so wonderful because y'all are giving a percentage of every purchase today to a
10%.
a 10% to a very special organization that's near and dear to y'all's hearts.
Yes.
To the Moores Cancer Center. I went through a battle with cancer, and I've had family members with cancer, and I have recovered, and it's great to be able to give back. And so, yay. I still get emotional talking about it.
You're entitled.
It triggers these things, but we get through tough times,
We absolutely do.
And so here we are with you today, and I'm excited to be here.
And now you have a platform to give back to other people. Yes. I also want to point out to all of you, one of my favorite products in the Priori line is their balm. Now, this is everything. I use it on my cuticles. I use it on my heels, on my feet when I'm wearing flip-flops. I want my feet to look good. I even will put it on my lips because it is super moisturizing. I don't have to use a chapstick anymore. This is actually my personal one. I got it out of my bag just a second ago. So I'm telling you,
and I have to tell you quickly, turmeric, shea butter, sunflower, healing, nurturing ingredients that you can use anywhere. In the nostrils, if you're in the desert and it's dry, or you have allergies, you can use that anywhere. It's just, so good for your skin.
Priori, folks, it's game changing. I have to tell you both really quick. It has been such a wonderful day, and we're going to have you here this week as well. If you're just now watching us for the very first time on television, we are broadcasting live from New York City, but we broadcast on our Facebook page quite often. So make sure you're finding us on Facebook. That's Social Grace Co. Super important because we're always doing these fun shows where we're bringing in the top experts that the world has to offer to give you a new approach and a new vision on what your lifestyle can be. Priori is mine, and it needs to be yours. Ladies and gentlemen, thank you so much for tuning in today, and I hope to see you again very soon. Goodbye, everyone.
Bye.
Bye.
Thank you. Bye.